Oh, what a weekend last weekend was. Let me tell you now that I had the weekend of all weekends with such a high from the All England Koi Show, which was absolutely incredible. So I hope everyone's seen my last video. The quality of fish there, the vendors, the venue was absolutely fantastic. It's my first Koi Show and I absolutely loved it. I thought it was amazing. There's another one up in Birmingham, I think next weekend. I'm very close to going, but I've got a little bit of a nag in the back of my mind. And a little bit more PTSD of what happened to me last weekend. So anybody that was in the show on Sunday would have probably seen me there in the morning to pick up my two Shinoda twins, the Hayutsuris I bought. So I bought them on Saturday, had a good walk around, talked to loads of people about drum filters, which I'll come to next, ended up buying two Hayutsuris from Shinoda. Absolutely fantastic, from a lovely bunch of guys, Ryan and Kev from Exclusive Koi. Now they're down in Sidcup. Mate, they've got some wicked koi. If you've never been on their website or you've never seen them in a show with what they're selling in their vats, mate, they are top fish from top breeders at a reasonable price. Now, good fish, you know, a good fish ain't cheap, but a cheap fish ain't good. I've just made that up, but it sounds pretty much how it is. And ended up buying two fish from those guys. I also ended up buying some Sakikari Balance. This ain't cheap, guys. I think I had it cheaper than normal. I think I had about 25% off that, but I think it still worked out at like 160 quid. I think they're meant to be way over 200. I'm not sure. Anyway, I needed it, so I got it, and I got some of that from Cuttlebrook Koi Farm. Everyone says it's really good, so I got pretty small stuff for my grow on pond. You know, it's 3 mil. It's the smallest I could get. But to be honest, the fish that's good in the grow on pond ain't tiny anyway. So, and they love that stuff. Puts off a great oil as soon as you put it in the water, guys. Mate, I might take some of that carp fishing because the oil that comes off it is delicious. So anyway, as you can see, guys, I haven't got my Hayutsuris, and I'll tell you why. If anybody was there on the Sunday, I was there in the morning and sort of like early afternoon. Had a walk around, asked Kevin Rye, I said, mate, can you box up the koi? I've got a scoot, I've got to meet the family for a Sunday dinner in Tunbridge Wells. So I thought I'd go out because I've got a box of koi and I've got a bag of food. So I thought I'd go get the truck, pull it down by the venue's door, load it up and scoot. Went to the truck, turned the key, nothing. Nothing whatsoever. Now the truck is new, guys, right? Never let me down before, and I was like, oh my god. I'm on a showground, I'm at the other side of the country, right? So I had a couple of YouTubers were there actually. They give me a hand, had some jump leads. We tried a few little bits and bobs, disconnecting the battery, charging the battery, but in the end it turned out to be that for some reason my truck went into the garage the week before and I had the EGR valve mapped out because I had a problem with the EGR sticking, the valve sticking, and my mate just goes, well, we could change it or you could just map it out. And I went, well, map it out then if it's better for the engine. Yeah, and for some reason the vehicle totally dropped the map. So my vehicle had no map on the ECU or on whatever thing it holds all the information on. So, after about an hour of messing around with the truck, trying to get it started myself, on the phone to a couple of muckers who owns the garages, telling me what to do. Now I've got no tools. Phone up RUC, I'm stuck here. No problem, mate, but we've got a fuel shortage. We've only got limited amount of vehicles going. We can't get to you for about 4 hours. And ordinarily, I wouldn't push them. I was like, well, that's fine. However, the county showground is going to close, so I'm going to be locked in to the car park where we were parked on the grass So I had to phone a private flatbed truck, which cost me 180 quid to get from Maidstone, sorry, to Tunbridge Wells, 30 miles, 200 quid, great. Actually, 180 quid, brilliant. Then I had to wait for the RUC to come out. They turned out on Sunday, came to the house. They looked at the vehicle at 2 o'clock in the morning till 3 o'clock in the morning. Didn't know what to do. And then I had a flatbed truck the next morning at 10:30 to ship my truck back to Wales. And luckily I managed to get myself a hire car with a full tank of fuel. So, to that end of things, Kev and Ryan is posting my Shinoda twins down to me on Wednesday. So that'll be a nice midweek fish review, which will be cool. Also, I believe I might be getting my Omosako Shiro Yutsuri. Tongue twister then. So I got 3 fish coming next week, and then this pond is absolutely chocker. That's all I can get in this pond. There is a space for the right tan show, I'm not gonna lie, but I mean, that's something for next year I'm looking forward to. Anyway, what's on the agenda for this week? Now, I've got a jacket on, guys. For some reason, winter has come like that. There's a chill in the air, and also there's a massive spike in my electricity. So this thing's gonna get covered, okay? Now, last year, it was a very temporary thing. I had polycarb sheets resting on the water, wasn't ideal at all. Obviously, there was still wind getting underneath. It was protected to a point. There's still wind getting underneath. And also, a couple of my koi, actually, I think they caught the polycarb and they actually scratched their head a little bit, which took a bit of skin off. They've all healed up since, but I don't want that to happen this year again. So, like I said, chuffed with the food, they're going to be moving. And what I'm going to do is, I've just spent 350 quid on stuff to provide a long-term cover for this. The cover that I'm going to be using year in, year out, okay? So I've spent a couple of quid on the right kind of materials that's going to last. I'm going to take my time, I'm going to do it tidy. But the only problem with that is I'll have to put the quarantine pond on hold for the weekend. So I think I'm going to concentrate on winterproofing my pond this weekend, and then I'm going to crack on with the quarantine pond. I'm going to complete it next weekend. Now, I have been working on the quarantine pond quite a bit. Every night when I come back a little bit early, I've been in the garage and I've been cutting all the coping stones to size, and it takes ages grinding these. They're quite tough, kind of like, I don't know, stone, so it takes ages to grind them down. Taking my time. I've had to make a form to do what I want to do, but I'll show you that in a minute. But what I'll do is I'm going to spin you around now, and I'm going to show you the materials that I've got to do the winter cover for this. And bear in mind, I've seen these in the summer, and I thought to myself, that's what I'm going to do for this. Right then, guys, so what I've been shopping in Wickes. Wickes is actually a really good shop. They sell some really good stuff. Now, I normally go to B&Q because it's closer to my house, but on the way back from work, there's a cheeky little Wickes. We go in and we shop, but I always have a little look at the garden stuff and bits and bobs. So I'm always thinking one step ahead. So what I've got here is actually very exciting for me. So what I've done is I bought a load of these. Now, these have got an aluminium back. I'll take it out of the cover, actually. Right, okay, I have to pick the one up, the seal on both ends. But these are what you use for polycarb roofs, all right? And they're not cheap, guys. I think these are about 20, well, these are 2.5 meters each, and these are about 20 quid each. So I've got 4 2.5 meters that I got to cut down, and I've got 2 3 meters, and they're, I think, 26 quid each. 20 and 26, I think that's right. So my plan is, guys, I should have taken this off already, but let's take that off. So what the plan is Oh, get off. It's bloody stuck all the way down. So slow, isn't it? But anyway, there we are. That's separated now. So, what we've got here, guys, is we've got an aluminium T. Can you see the profile there? If I take that off. So, excuse a bit of rubber. Right, so we've got an aluminium T there. So what these do is, if you can see, let me spin you around a little. So I'm going to get these to sit on the circumference of the pond all the way around. Now, obviously, let's move that out of the way. Now, these, I've got 4 of these to go across the pond because obviously I've got my pond's exactly 2 meters by 3 meters. So I've got the 3 meter ones that will go across the width. Now, if you can remember, when I put my backy shower in, if I point with the tip of my finger, right, where are we? By here, right? There's little tabs of slate that I've inserted into the corner of the pond. Now, what those slates do is they will hold that there. Up there, isn't it? It's up there for thinking. So that is lovely. Look at that. I've got about 3 inches off the top of the water. So if you can imagine, I got the 3 meter ones that's going to go across each side, the longer sides. And then what I've got is, I've got the 2 meter ones there, which I'm going to cut. And I'm going to work out a way where I can cut it and then I can rivet it together so it makes a one solid structure. And then these will go across here, like so, probably a little bit closer in like that. And then the polycarb sheets I've got, which are, I was going to get the 16mm ones, but I thought that is overkill. So I got the 10mm sheets, and they're 900 wide. So the sheet will sit here. I will measure 900 out to here, and one sheet will sit totally in that space there, okay? The next sheet will sit probably across here. So those sheets will never move. The one in the center will have to be ripped down a tiny bit, and that will sit straight across the center. And what I'll do then is I'm going to make a small little, I suppose, hatch or door where I can open, view the fish, vent the pond off a little bit if it needs it, which it's not going to need in the winter anyway, but do that. Now, the only thing that is possibly going to be a problem that I can see, right, let's see right now actually. This is real time, guys. Oh my god, that's not too bad. So the only problem I've got, guys, is let's tilt this back, is if you can see by there, it's about the same height as the backy shower. Now that's not going to be a massive problem, okay, because I can do one of two things. If I do intend keeping the backy shower there, what I can do is actually drop the backy shower down. All I got to do is, if you can see in there, I've just laid these slabs underneath. If I take those off, I'm pretty sure that the water will be underneath the level of this pond, and then I can tuck it right across. But I don't want to do that because, like I've said, I'm making a new filter house and I want that inside. So I'll have to think about that. But I don't really want to, you know, jig something around there, so then I've got to spend a lot of money and take all of this stuff back out to buy a new sheet to fit this in properly again when I move that backy shower. So we'll see. I'm not sure, but I'm going to start making this frame anyway. Oh, I don't know, there's always a bloody spanner in the works anyway. But anyway, once these go on, let me put this back. Oh, I've got a sore forearm, guys. Right, so let me put you back onto your stand. So like I said, once the polycarb sheets are on there, totally flush against there, and then what these do, these are quite clever. This little section here, which is got little rubber lips on it, will actually seal into there. So when the polycarb sheets are down, this goes on, give that a bit of a tap, and it'll sandwich it closed. Makes it totally airtight and watertight. Now, it's actually a flat surface, so I'm sure rainwater that sits on that, if it's not sloped, will probably find its way in somewhere. If not, might actually fall off this way. Who knows? Maybe I've done this slightly wrong and it's got a bit of a drop on it. Worse, you know, stranger things have happened. But anyway, so that's my idea for my winter polycarb roof. So there's all the rest of these bars I've got. Weren't cheap, guys. And here's my polycarb sheets. So like I said, just 10 millers. I'm going to seal all of this and should make a nice little environment for these koi. Now I do intend keeping the pond heated through the winter, not extremely hot, but I would like to keep it, if I can, 18 degrees plus, not minus, so I can still keep feeding. So that's the plan. So we'll see about that. We'll see how much it costs to heat, because as everyone knows, the world's gone crazy and heating bills and electric and gas has gone right up. Now obviously I'm electric heated here with my air source heat pump. That's why I really want to do a nice cover for this thing, for the pond for the winter. It's going to save a load of money. So anyway, that's that. Let me show you some other things I've got on the pipeline. Also, I've been racking my brain what I want to do with this pump house. Now, I've chose a filter. I've put a deposit on a filter. I don't know whether to tell you or not. I'm not sure. But listen, it's not the one you think I've bought. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say any more. I've been taking all the comments and I've watched plenty of videos about all different kinds of drums, and I really have been taking comments on board, like I've just stated. So that has actually possibly swung my mind on what drum I wanted. Now, it was a lot more expensive than the drum that I was intending buying, but I got a supersonic deal, and we're talking a supersonic deal. Someone likes me out there, and I'm not going to tell you who it is, but anyway, pump house wise, I'm going to make the pump house way bigger than I thought I was going to make the pump house, because you can never have a pump house too big, right? I'd rather have the room and not need it than need the room and not have it, right? So this is the plan. So what I'm going to do, guys, is we're going to go to about here. I'm going to do the footings here. I'm going to dig the footings possibly this weekend if I feel, you know, funky, right? Do the footings here. French doors are going to go here, where all this bamboo is, okay? Air source heat pump will go somewhere there, but obviously it's going to be coming out a little. All of this will be collapsed. Full length, you know, glass French doors, going to look lovely. Filter and all will be in that side. The backy shower, I'm pretty sure I'm going to stack the backy shower in here, okay? And then I'll have the pipe work coming off, coming under, and then possibly, I don't know yet, but anyway, I don't know about the, we don't know, we don't know, but when it's happening, I'll know what I'm doing, all right? Like trying to plan something in your head and you've always got a bloody pipe in the way or something. But anyway, the backy shower might even go in the back corner with the drum there, and then all of this space basically here will all be free. So I'm thinking about putting a window in the side here as well, a window in the side of the building, and then just getting a chair in there and having like loads of, I don't know, fish orientated stuff. I don't know what, but that's the plan, and that's going to be happening very soon, guys. Uh-oh, they found me. Helicopters. Right, I'm going to show you as well, very quick, the progression on my quarantine pond. Not massive, but like these things do take time, and bearing in mind I have been stranded at the All England Koi Show, so I've literally wasted a full 48 hours probably. I was planning on coming back here, you know, Sunday night, so I'd have had all Monday working on this, do you know what I mean? But I haven't. I just had the evenings. But what I've done is, like I said, I've cut these off flush with here, so they've all been ripped down, and what that's allowed me to do is have these. Okay, so these are perfect. These are 40mm, and what they do is they will actually sit on there. Okay, but they're not going to sit there on their own whilst they're getting bonded. So what I've done is I've made this monstrosity in here, so it's a bit of off-cut timber, and what that provides is a little saddle or a little shelf. So when I give this a bit of a sand in, and I put possibly tile adhesive, I would have thought is the best for this. Once I put that tile adhesive there, we'll sit it in situ, make sure it's all plumb and flush, and that we'll leave it set for a good few days. I still have to cut all the stuff for around there, but guys, I just literally have not had no time whatsoever. It's been insane. Another really positive note, well, it's not really a positive note, it's a bit strange, to be honest. I feel a bit awkward going, but I think I'm going to go anyway to show my face. Yeah, so I've joined the West Wales Koi Society. I'm on their Instagram, I'm on their WhatsApp group and all that kind of stuff, and I've been chatting away, you know, talking to them and stuff like that. But I'm not quite sure what's happened, but I think one of the members may have passed on, and I think I'm going to an auction on Sunday, and I think the auction is obviously for that poor gentleman's fish and equipment. I think maybe his wife obviously wants to get rid of it. And guys, there is some serious fish there, mate. There is most of them come from Gatwick Koi. I think there's like there's a Danichi Kahaku there. Oh my god, it must be 65 cm or something like that. I don't know, but I'm going to go with a wallet full of cash anyway to have a look what's there, and also all of his equipment. Now, I don't really need anything, but I think something was stated about a stainless steel backy shower. I might well be interested in that, depending what it is. If it's a Momotaro one, it might be a winner. I don't know, but I'm going to go. Actually, I've sold a 55 watt UV to one of the members anyway, so he's got a nice deal, brand new bulb in it, and I'm giving it to him 55 watt for 80 quid, and it's pretty much in perfect condition. I've used it for about 6 months, but I don't need it. It's just sitting on a shelf, so pass it on, isn't it? Yeah, anyway guys, not much of a, well, it's a progress report, isn't it, really? I suppose a little midweek one. Count yourselves lucky. But we'll put I'll put another good one out on the weekend, and we'll see how this cover goes. So with a bit of luck, that's going to be a winner, and it's going to keep the fish toasty and the bills down for the winter. So anyway guys, if you like this video, please subscribe. Make sure you hit your notification bell, because I do put videos out quite randomly. And I hope you like that short I put up this morning. How nice is that tancho? But I think that tancho was way out of my price range. I can't even remember the breeder, but it was insane. It was fantastic. I'm not gonna lie. But anyway, yeah, hit the notification bell, and comment again. What drum do you think I've got? I got a hell of a deal. I'm not lying to you. It is insane. So anyway, until just after the weekend, stay safe.